Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Portia. Today I'll be talking about things that have helped me stay sober during stressful times and painful situations, and being in pain in general. Because a lot of people don't realize it's not just about getting high sometimes. Sometimes it's about being in physical pain. It drives you to do crazy things that you really wouldn't do usually, or just to get high. The first thing that I wish I knew about years ago was Gaba. The supplement, I got mine at Walmart for like $7-8 for 100 capsules, and it helps muscle pain so much, and it also helps with anxiety and depression. Like, it's like we create it in our own brains, like when we're sleeping, so sometimes we're deficient with it. And it helps with sleep too, but it also just helps your muscles relax and anxiety go away immediately. That's the first thing I wish I knew years ago. The second thing, my second favorite thing to do while I'm stressed, my go-to to not want to get high, it's also cooking. Especially cooking something from your heritage and using different spices. It makes it more healthier and tastes better. And I realized this one day when I had super bad anxiety. Like, my heart felt like somebody was sitting on my chest. It was just like, oh my God, and it was just bad. And I had planned to make curry that night because I'm Indian. Well, that's not why I made curry, but I like curry. So I was making, I was going to make curry, and I had really bad, and I started chopping away at some garlic, chopping away at some onions. And as I started cooking and chopping stuff, my anxiety just completely disappeared. It was so wonderful. And since then, I realized, like, that's a big thing. You know, it probably really centers us back to our heritage, especially when it's stuff from our people. Brings us back. Another thing that kind of helps me just thinking about this, when you see how beautiful life is being sober and all the things you can appreciate, the small, little, beautiful things, you're so thankful to be sober. And even if you're stressed out, because that would be a big thing for me. Like, I'd get really stressed out or I'd have anxiety or something, and then I would just go get high. I'm like, fuck this, I want this feeling to go away. But if you wait and do other activities, the feeling could go away still, and you could be high for life, like I am now. Sitting in nature has helped a lot. Sitting out here has been a big help for me. Just sitting. It's just beautiful back here. It's cute little. We love it back here. Just getting fresh air, the natural lighting. It does something to you. That's why I like living in tents so much, because you sleep on the ground and you smell the fresh air all the time, and you see the natural sunlight. And when you're laying down and the sun's going down, your body naturally just wants to go to sleep, because that's how we're supposed to do it. Well, not supposed to do it, but that's like in our DNA, that like you wake up with the sunrise and then you go to sleep with the sunset. It does something to your brain and your soul, all of it. I know this isn't the best thing to do, but I've noticed for me, when I'm in really shitty moods or like really depressed for just something going on with me, I could have like a little bite of cake or an Oreo cookie, and it completely changes something in me. And I'm just like, life isn't so bad. Life is beautiful. You know how you just get in those moods sometimes, or something happens and it triggers like severe depression. yeah, just eating cake and shit just helps me. I'm not suggesting doing it all the time, but when all the other things fail, I do that. And knowing the longer you stay sober, the stronger you're getting every day. And even in shitty or stressful situations, just seeing the beauty in everything. And just knowing you're becoming a lot stronger being able to do it without drugs and alcohol. Because before I couldn't stay sober at all, not for like an hour. Constant looking for alcohol or drugs or cough medicine for a couple of years because that was the cheapest thing to do, and there was no alcohol in Kentucky. So, no, don't even go there. Yeah, it was just not good. Not wanting. And once you start loving yourself and you start appreciating yourself, you almost don't want to be high anymore because you love your own vibe so much that anything to alter it would just doesn't feel good. Like, it just doesn't feel the same as it used to. Before, I hated myself so much that I didn't want to be myself. So I did everything in my power to not be the natural Portia. And everybody is so beautiful in different ways, and little quirks and little beautiful little weird flaws. It's just, I wish everybody saw themselves like I see myself now, and how I see other people. Like, I like weird things about people. I feel bad that a lot of people try to hide their weirdness because it's really awesome, and it's beautiful in itself when I see people be their authentic selves. There's just something about it that gets me all like, woo, hey, you seem cool. But it takes a long time to get there. A very long time. Going on walks, that helps get your endorphins going and your mind goes off of things, unless it does most of the time. Or a bike ride. And just staying busy and productive. Another thing with myself, when I did drugs and hated myself, I was not doing much, or I was doing too much. I was working way too much just to afford my habit, and not doing anything I loved, not being productive with anything else. I literally just worked and slept and shot up drugs and drank. It was just so bad all the time because I hated myself, because that's what I was doing, like working just for the drugs. And I've been there, so no judgment for anybody. I hope everybody ends up gets to a point in their lives where they want to be sober because they love themselves that much. And I never thought about it like this before, but I never cared about my body. I'm like, oh, fuck it. You know, I want to die anyways because I'm depressed. So I'd be like, whatever it takes. But life is so beautiful and so magical. There's so many beautiful things out there. And the better things you do for yourself in the world, I really believe the universe puts it right back on you, because you just have to be a good person. Like, you don't have to be. I've been a shitty person sometimes on drugs and stuff, but that wasn't like the authentic me. The authentic me cares way too much about people to do shitty things. But I hated myself so much that I needed to feel the high, so that I ended up doing shitty things, because it's like this big fucking vicious circle. Or you do something, you get drunk once, and then you do something fucking really embarrassing or shady or some shit, so then you just stay drunk for years, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on. And then you almost shit out your liver, and then it's just not good. But all of that could regrow back. Everything, all your organs could blossom again. And life could be beautiful again. I think that's about it as far as picking flowers is a nice thing to keep you just like going on walks in nature. And I think picking flowers, there's something magical about it. It's like making a bouquet from nature, like a love bouquet. It's just beautiful. I don't know, I like flowers a lot. They just make me happy. And the smell of them, I think smells help. Yeah, they help a lot. Like, it doesn't even have to be just lavender. Lavender helps, but it doesn't have to just be that. It could be anything that balances you out personally. For me, I like lemongrass. Lemongrass is like, I could smell that forever, and I would be so okay with that, like, all the time. It's just a beautiful, beautiful smell. Yeah, I think that's all I hope everybody has a good day whenever you're watching this. Maybe in the future, maybe in the past, maybe not. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions or comments about, because I know getting sober is like one of the hardest things to do, and if you're even thinking about it, I give you props, a lot of them. It's just one of those the hardest things to do, but at the same time, after you do it and you're sober for a little while, you see the rewards of it. Like, you see like the happiness you get from simple things. I know when I was drunk, I would want to do crazy shit, like a diamond high, like doing like crazy fucking shit, because I was so bored with just going on a walk at the beach, or I was so bored with things. I wanted extreme thrills and shit, but it's just not good. It's good to like, it's great. I could say for myself, it's amazing just to be sober and to appreciate the little things and be happy with like everything. I know it gets hard when you get stressed out or you're in actual pain. Oh, another thing, Kratom. Kratom, when I'm in bad pain, it helps you motivate you, and it also helps with pain. And I would suggest the Gaba first over Kratom. But if you're in a massive amount of pain and you do need some motivation, it really helps that. It helps boost whatever mood you're in. But if anybody has any questions or comments, leave them below. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.